This semester, I had the great opportunity of traveling to Cooperstown, Duluth, and LA to further my new media education outside of the classroom. For 5 days in September, I traveled to the birthplace of baseball in Cooperstown, New York, as a part of the video team for the St. Louis Cardinals fantasy camp. I learned quickly from hands-on experience, spending each day on the field and capturing the magic of playing at the iconic Doubleday field. After being on the field for 3 games a day, I learned to anticipate and capture special moments. Over time, I became more confident in asking different people for interviews and was rewarded as I discovered the intriguing stories that each person had to tell. I told the story of the groundskeeper at Doubleday, who worked tirelessly with his younger brother to create the pristine field. While in Cooperstown, I learned that there are compelling stories everywhere. You only have to be attentive enough to notice them. After filming our TV pilot episode, I was a bit uncertain to take on an editing position, but over time, I grew more confident in my pacing and storytelling. One of my favorite moments of this semester was when Sheila and I went through the edited episode and discussed how each scene contributed to the story on a greater scale. Together, we learned how a story is written 3 times, during pre-production, production, and post-production. After a long conversation with Vince Vaughn, we even changed the meaning of a scene with the use of a voiceover. Eventually, we presented our project and our whole learning experience at Catalyst Film Festival in Duluth, Minnesota. It was reassuring to learn that every person was on a different part of their creative journey, just as we were. I was inspired by other female filmmakers such as Elaine Del Valle, whose project, Brownsville Bread, brought me to tears. We had a meaningful conversation with her about how to effectively convey your own life into film. Next, on the LA immersion trip, we toured film schools and met with alums in the film industry. One of my favorite experiences was going to Adobe, where we got to hear from 2 women in the tech industry that came from a film background. Their expansive knowledge of tech opened my eyes to the possibility of a tech career, which I had never considered before. Additionally, a conversation with Taylor Cox inspired me to become a better screenwriter, and the alumni dinner introduced me to a plethora of LFHS alums in the film industry. Finally, when we toured USC, sitting in on a media arts and practice class reaffirmed my interest in the program, and hearing from Dr. Willis and current students inspired me to create in new and inventive ways. This semester, I took the skills I've learned in new media outside of the classroom. I grew closer to my peers, refined my communication skills, and learned that there is a world of possibilities surrounding my interest in storytelling.